Hey, hello everyone. In this session, I'm gonna show you how we are going to perform this Spark related the way of writing the data frames and pandas, and how we are going to create these data frames and how we are going to perform this Pyspark functions. Okay, I will see. Right. The very first step is click on data engineering part. So here we have a workspaces. Click on workspace. So I have a multiple workspaces. Fine. Okay, let me select the one of the workspace. So here, I'm gonna create the notebook, right? Same, whatever we are creating the notebooks into the Azure Databricks, right? So we need a workspace, we need a clusters, right? So here, we are not going to worry about these cluster creations and mount point, all those things. Automatically it will be there. Okay. So see, right now I'm in a notebook. So here, Fabric supports the multiple programming language like Pyspark with a combination of Python and Spark, Scala, SQL, and Spark R. And even though here we can achieve the TSQL related things as well. Right. Next, we have a workspace. By default, here I'm gonna select the one of the workspace. This workspace runtime version is 3.5. So guys, so in Fabric, if you are not specifying, for example, if you are planning to store your data into the Fabric, so if you are not specifying any format like a CSV or a JSON or anything, so if you are intentionally, if you specify any data type, right, the data format you can able to see under the Fabric under the Lakehouse. But if you if you forget to specify any format or by default, actually the format which will be stored in the form of delta only. So there is a default one only. So we can able to see the data in the form of Parquet format. Okay, all right. Now, see, same like here we in other Databricks generally, once we create the notebook, we have a multiple cells, right? So same like so here we have a multiple cells. So, but majority, 99%, whatever we are implementing in the Pyspark in the Azure Databricks, right? Same concepts we can implement here it as well, but only a few of the minor changes one we used to see here, right? For example, guys, right now I'm in Pyspark section, so this is the Pyspark. But in the normal in Azure Databricks, in particular cell, I want to write SQL code. Okay, so with the help of magic commands, generally used to specify it later. Once if you specify this magic command, later we'll write this SQL code, right? But here, so here we need to specify the double percentage SQL. So these are all the minor changes which we need to take care of while handling the Fabric thing. See, so if I specify the double percentage, then only I'm able to see the Spark SQL. For example, if we just remove one of the percentage, see, still it's showing as a Pyspark Python. Okay. So these are all the minor changes we need to keep in mind. Okay, right. Now, here, I don't have any lakehouse. Let me add one of the lakehouse. So, new lakehouse, for example, test sample lake. Here I'm creating one new lakehouse here. Fine. Lakehouse creation is going on. Fine. So once if you create lakehouse, so here we can able to see the two folder. One is a table and the second one is file. Table and files. So for example, in file section here we have three dots. Click on it. So here we have a options to upload the files or a folder. Okay, generally, for example, if your data which is available in blob, so then how we are going to read this data into normal Azure Databricks? We need to create a mount point. For example, if your data which is available in Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So what is the best practice? So here we need a appreciation. The client ID secrets generally used to store into the keyword, and we'll create the secret scope in Azure Databricks. Next, we'll create the mount point. We'll get the all the details. Yeah, right. So here, no need to create mount point. Okay, right. So right now I'm in file folder. Here we have a upload. So let me click on upload files. Here I'm gonna upload one of the CSV file into the Lakehouse. Okay, upload. Yes, it's loading. Yeah, uploaded successfully. Okay. expand it here. So yeah, see, now we are able to see the data, CSV data, right? Um, Here we don't have any graphical options to see the data directly here. So here we have a three dots. Click on these three dots. So here there is option called load data. Load data. Here we have two things. Either you can go and use the Spark, or else we can go and use the Pandas. Generally, Pandas is it's very rare scenarios. Generally, people are preferring, but the majority people are preferring only Spark. Here I'm gonna show you only Spark based process only. So if I click on Spark, right, so automatically the way of reading data frame code automatically generated. Same in Azure Databricks notebooks. If you just upload any one of the CSV file into the DBFS, right, there is a two options. We have a UI point of view and notebook point of view. There is automatic system generated code will be generated, right? So same like here also. Click on Spark. See, see, data is displaying. Okay, df is a variable. This code is belongs to the data frame, spark.read format, CSV format. So option load. Okay, but thing is, let me execute this one. Shift enter. By using the shift enter, it is a shortcut. We can execute the specific cell only. So at the initial time, guys, it will take some time for displaying the data. But system generated code, but we have only one option: header comma true only. Header comma true. Okay. Right. Later we'll add the few more options. See, now we are able to see the data. See, now we are able to see the data. So two Spark jobs actually created here. So guys, here I want to check the schema actually. Okay. So actually I want to check first schema. Uh, maybe here I have one condition. My source system is generating the data. I want to process the same data schema format only to do further things. So like the schema having the ID, right? Like we have a credit ID, card type, credit name, credit score, right? This credit ID means obviously integer. Credit type, it is a string. Credit name, it is also string. So credit score means, so it is also integer, right? So here, I whatever this source system giving the data, I want to maintain the same format only, same data format. I want to maintain the same schema. Okay. So for example, here we did not specify in the info schema. So let's see, for example, here I'm going to check this print schema. Okay. First, let me check whether this data have any correct format or not. See, credit ID string, order type is string, credit name string, credit score string. So actually all these columns actually showing this string only, but I don't want these things. Okay, I want to maintain same schema. Whatever the source is generating the data, whatever this data having, I want to maintain. I want to process the same data only. Okay, okay, see, right. So I want to maintain the my own like a schema. Okay, so let's do one thing. Um Let me copy the same code. Here I'm gonna specify in another cell. So right, okay, click on options, option. Okay, so let me add the infer schema. Okay, true, true. Okay, let let me change the data frame as well. Right, shift enter. So if you use the info schema, see, now we are expecting the exacted schema. Okay, ID is integer, card type is string, credit name is string, and credit score also is integer. Now we are expecting the correct schema. All right. So this is the way generally whatever we are generally performing the whatever we are writing the code into the Spark, same process also we can able to do it here as well. Okay. All right. So next, mm, okay. For example, here guys, um, like uh, Okay, right. So now, if you want to write the data into any of destination, you can specify here. For example, see, uh, like df1 dot write dot, okay, format. Okay, where I'm gonna specify the, for example, no need to specify the format. First, data frame dot write dot, okay, mode, where I'm gonna specify the overwrite, okay. Um, I want to load this data into same location, but let me maintain, let me give the new file name, okay? So, test, right, shift enter, okay? So let's do one thing. Let me check the correct syntax. So actually, I want to write this data into the different location, external location, okay? I copy this one and modify this one. Save. Sorry, I used to. See, now come back to this file, and here we have an option called refresh. See, now we are able to see the data. There, see, customer sample test folder, inside folder, we have a data. Okay. So your wish, guys, your wish, format your wish. For example, if you don't specify this format and you know, let me run it one more again, one more time. Okay. Now click on refresh. See, data new folder will be created, but here I did not specify any format here. So already told you, right? By default, in Databricks, the format is default format is delta format. So, right. So if you want to intentionally specify any format, so here you need to specify the format like a CSV or a JSON. You need to specify here. Okay. So this is the way you need to implement the Pyspark related things, guys. For example, if you want to do some additional things, okay. So or else, for example, okay, I have a data. Okay. So this is the way to read. We are going to read the data, right? Spark data. Read the data frame. For example, I'm gonna maintain my own data into the notebook itself only. For example, one comma master and and two comma. Let me give the one more thing, Lisa. And next, here I'm gonna specify the null data. Okay, how we are going to handle this null data into the Spark, we'll see. So let me specify the schema. Schema equal to like ID 1, 2 are IDs. So data type is integer, and so name, master and visa are name. Those are string. Okay. So data frame df equal to spark dot create data frame, because my data actually intentionally I just specify into the notebook itself only. So that time we need to write this way, data comma schema. Okay, schema. Right. Df dot show. Okay. See, we have a data, but this data actually having the null values. But I don't want null values. My data always must and should be unique only. Okay, then how we are going to handle this case, in this situation? Okay, you need to define your schema in the code itself. Alright. Okay, let's see. Here I'm importing the packages, mandatory packages. Some space Pyspark dot SQL dot types import star. Okay, schema equal to okay struct type inside struct type. Okay, let me maintain the sorry. Let me maintain the struct field. Okay, so struct field. Here I'm gonna add the two fields. One is ID. One is ID. This ID is must and should integer type only. Okay, here I'm gonna first specify the true. True. Okay. Next, uh, struct field name is string type. String type. Okay. Same. True. True. Okay. Then data equal to copy this one, specify here, and I need this data frame as well. Paste it here. Now df dot show. Now see, here I just specify the my own schema, but here I just give the true. True means nulls are allowed, but I don't want nulls. Okay, here we need to make it as a false. False. Now click on Shift Enter. So see, it will throw the error. Means it is not going to allow the null values. So this is the way generally we can specify the our own schema. Okay, and see guys, in this data frame, this df1, right? This df. mm, Let's do one thing. df2, df2, right? So okay. I want to filter the this data. Okay, df2 means see df2 dot show. Hit enter. Hmm. Okay, so this data frame having the four columns. Okay, I want only specific two columns only, right? With the help of select condition, so we can able to filter the data. Okay, let me import the mandatory packages from SQL dot functions. Here I'm gonna import the column. So column data frame df2, right? df2 dot select. Okay, so I want only create ID and card type. Okay, here we have a four columns. I want only this specific two columns on. Okay, right. Okay, and let me add one more column. This card type. Card type. Okay, right. Dot show. Shift enter. Okay, see, only selected columns here we are able to see, right? For example, I want to add one new column to the existing data frame. Okay, here we have a four columns. I want to add one fifth column. Okay, by using with column, we can able to add it, right? So df2 dot with the column. Here I'm gonna add the one of the new with the column, that the column name is load date. For example, load date. Okay. Before that, we need to specify the package. Okay, current date, right? So current date, right? Shift enter. Okay, sorry, I forgot to give the show. Okay, one new column is added here. Right, same. Whatever we are implementing the earlier into the Databricks, the way of writing the Pyspark functions and operator, right? Same thing we can able to apply here it as well. Okay, for example, see, let me take one more cell. My data frame is df2, right? Here I'm gonna use the filter condition. Okay, call out. I have 4 columns, right? Here, let me take this column, credit score, credit score. Okay, so if my credit score greater than 1140, 1140. Okay, let me apply the show method, the concept enter, right? So it will filter the data based upon this condition. So we are able to see the more than 1140 records here, right? Okay, let me take one more cell. Like here, I'm gonna use the order by condition, order by. I'm gonna apply this order by to the same credit score only. Okay, so let me give the descending order only. I want to maintain the data in descending order. Okay, descending order. So we are able to see the data as a descending order. For example, let me write one more function also. Data frame. Here I'm gonna use the same filter condition. So now, which column now I'm going to take it? Take it is that is the credit ID only. Let me copy the credit ID and paste it here. Okay, here I'm gonna use the is in operator. Is in operator. Okay, so 1, 3. Okay, so I want to see the only 1, 3 records. I don't want remaining things. Okay, hit enter. See, it will display the only 1, 3 data. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. In next session, we'll see the more labs related to the fabric with respect to the Pyspark and data warehouse and data factory and real-time streaming data. Okay, thank you.